Peritoneal mesothelioma grading system improves prognosis. The initial two-level evaluating framework for peritoneal mesothelioma has delivered a noteworthy subset of patients with an unbelievable middle general survival of almost 12 years. That pathology-based evaluating framework ought to give patients a more exact forecast, possibly helping specialists outline more customized and powerful treatments. We can tell patients now what's on the horizon. That is a major ordeal, surgical oncologist Dr. Edward Levine, Center Executive of the Thorough Growth Center at Wakewoods Baptist Wellbeing, told Asbestos.com. We can now better foresee how our patients are probably going to do. Levine, a pro in peritoneal mesothelioma, was a piece of a medicinal group that as of late examined database cases from the previous 20 years, applying obsessive examination already utilized just with pleural mesothelioma, which is more basic. The American Diary of Surgical Pathology distributed the discoveries in its September issue. Specialists from Wake Backwoods, College of Mississippi Medicinal Center and Commemoration Sloan Kettering Malignancy Center joined Levine in the exploration. A disease evaluating framework is unique in relation to a malignancy arranging framework. The review, which depends on cell appearance, means that how rapidly the malignancy tumor it is relied upon to develop. The higher the review, the quicker it develops. In the interim, organizing of a tumor depends on its degree or size. The higher the number, the more propelled the disease. Extensive variety of mesothelioma survival rates. Scientists utilized 46 instances of the epithelioid subtype of mesothelioma in the study and isolated them into second-rate and high review levels in light of qualities found in the tumor cell core. The poor quality level had a general middle survival of 11.9 years and a 5-year survival rate of 57%. The high review level had a middle survival rate of 3.3 years and a 5-year survival rate of 35%. The second-rate level had a middle movement-free survival of 4.7 years and a 5-year survival rate of 65%. The high review level had a middle movement-free survival of 1.9 years and a 5-year survival rate of 35%. Not everybody will be a long-haul survivor. I wish they all could be, however we're not there yet, Levine said. The patient with the most exceedingly awful guess may profit by extra medicines. We don't have a clue about that yet it's something to consider. Levine is interested by the potential picks up in treatment more correct prognostics could start, yet there are no affirmations. All cases in the study included cytoreductive surgery and warmed intraperitoneal chemotherapy, HIPEC, which are the norms of care today. These are new discoveries, so at this moment the diagnostics are in front of the therapeutics a tiny bit, he said. That may change. I trust that it does. Mesothelioma treatment progresses extend survival whole. Pleural mesothelioma is an uncommon and forceful malignancy brought on by inward breath of asbestos strands that get to be held up in the thin layer around the thoracic cavity. After some time, those strands cause scarring that can form into disease. An expected 3,000 individuals are determined to have mesothelioma yearly in the U.S., yet just 10% of those cases are the peritoneal sort. Epithelioid is the most widely recognized subtype of pleural and peritoneal mesothelioma. The late study strengthened the developing length of survival whole amongst peritoneal and pleural mesothelioma patients. Wakewoods Institute of Solutions prior study demonstrated the middle survival of a peritoneal mesothelioma patient was more than 4 times more noteworthy than of a pleural mesothelioma tolerant. A portion of the distinction in survival between the two sorts comes from remedial headways accessible to peritoneal patients. The HIPEC method has functioned admirably, yet it is less viable for pleural mesothelioma. In spite of the fact that the utilization of asbestos, an actually happening mineral, has dropped essentially the nation over in late decades, the rate of mesothelioma finding stays enduring. It regularly takes 20-50 years after first presentation to asbestos before specialists analyze the disease. Presentation today frequently originates from the redesigning, revamping or pulverizing more established structures containing asbestos, which makes progresses in diagnostics and therapeutics basic. We have patients now who are long-haul, sickness-free survivors. Some of it as a result of the treatment they got, Levine said. Some of it, clearly now, is on the grounds that they were a piece of this subset of patients who had a superior anticipation in light of the way of their sickness.